If you stack up the free tiers from every major AI provider, you get roughly 4 billion tokens of inference capacity every month. The problem is juggling 28 different SDKs and constantly hitting individual rate limits. FreeLLMAPI solves this by acting as a central load balancer. It collapses those disparate free tiers into a single OpenAI-compatible endpoint that you run locally. To set this up, you only need 2 things: Docker installed on your machine and free tier API keys from at least 2 providers. By pooling these resources, this open-source proxy turns strict, low-limit free tiers into a unified, high-volume inference engine that costs you nothing. Because this system will hold all of your provider keys, step 1 is securing the local database with AES encryption. In this terminal mockup, run OpenSSL rand hex 32. This generates a 64-character hex string, locking your API keys at rest. Copy that string and paste it into a local .env file on your machine under the variable encryption key. Next, run docker compose upd. This pulls the FreeLLMAPI image and spins up the server in the background, listening on port 3001. Keep this port bound to your local host. This single-user system is designed for your private network, so avoid exposing it to the public internet. With the container running in an isolated environment, your secure foundation is ready. Now we can start routing requests. Open your web browser and go to localhost:3001. Then click over to the Keys page in the admin dashboard. This dashboard mockup shows where we build the provider pool. Drop in your free tier keys for providers like Google AI Studio, Grok, or Mistral. Once your keys are stored, you need to tell the proxy how to handle errors. This is managed by the fallback chain. This flowchart illustrates the proxy in action. The router tracks your tokens per minute locally. If a provider returns a 429 rate limit error, the proxy skips it and automatically tries the next model in your chain in a matter of milliseconds. Toggle the routing strategy based on your task. Prioritize the fastest models, the highest capability models, or keep a balanced load. By failing over instantly, the router shields your application from provider exhaustion errors, giving you what feels like infinite API capacity. To connect your apps to this new pool, grab your unified API token from the top header of the dashboard. Now, pull up the code editor where you have a standard Python script running, the official OpenAI SDK. In this script mockup, change the API base URL from OpenAI's remote servers to your local endpoint at localhost:3001/v1. Then, take that unified API key you copied from the dashboard and drop it into your authentication variable. Run the script. The request goes to your local proxy, evaluates your fallback chain, and routes transparently to the best available provider. Because FreeLLMAPI strictly mirrors the OpenAI protocol, your existing code connects perfectly. You get access to this entire stack without rewriting a single line of logic. This diagram shows the structural difference. Instead of maintaining a tangled web of multiple provider SDKs and error handling, your application talks to one single local proxy. Keep in mind, the free tier ecosystem is built for high-volume, rapid tasks. It relies on models like Llama 3.3 and Gemini Flash, so you should still route your most complex reasoning tasks directly to a paid API. Providers also adjust their free quotas and retire models frequently, often without warning. FreeLLMAPI offers an optional premium live catalog sync that automatically pulls down model updates and quota changes in the background, keeping your routing accurate. By centralizing your API keys into a self-hosted aggregator, you gain enterprise reliability, fully under your control and entirely for free.